I know. Every year you set a long list of resolutions and goals. You hit the end of the year and you've done barely 20% of them, even though you're trying your hardest and you're super bent out, and you ask yourself, why, God, why?
My God, why?
Yeah, I've been there. In this video, I'm going to show you how setting faith-focused goals can help align your plans and goals with God's overall will for your life, and give you systems and structure to make sure that 2025 is actually your best year yet. Hi, I'm Jipiano Afi, the Holy Academic Weapon, and you're watching my YouTube channel. Sorry, I waited a long time to say that. I'm going to cut out all the fluff and give you like exactly what you need to hear. So this is going to be in 3 parts: before you plan, how you should plan, and then after you plan. So before you plan, you need to seek the face of God. And that means spending deep, intentional time with God. If you're able to go on a retreat, go on a retreat. But the best way I know how to do this is to fast. And you can fast from food, social media, secular music, anything that throughout the year might have distracted you from your time with God or from hearing His voice clearly. The reason why we do this before we plan is because you're going not with a long list of things that you have planned and you're asking God to bless, but instead you're going with the intention that I'm listening, God, what is your will? What is aligned with your purpose for me before I make the plan, right? It goes along with a verse that I really love, which says, you seek me and you find me if you search for me with all your heart. Second thing you want to do is reflect or life audit. How I do this is I keep a journal throughout the year. And so at the end of the year, I read the entries and I reflect. And it shows me the things I'm grateful for that I might have forgotten and the cycles that might be repeating. Even if you don't keep a journal, it's a really great practice to just at the end of the year, ask yourself and write down the answers to these questions. What am I grateful for? What worked in 2024? What didn't work in 2024? How can I do better? What am I looking forward to? You can also go through your gallery. One thing I love to do is to just take a sheet of paper, write down all the months of the year, and then write down the highlights of the month. January, what did you do? What did you achieve? What went well, even if it's not a big goal, like something that made you happy in that month, write that down. And so you have 12 months of reasons why you are grateful, 12 months of things that went well for you. Because every month, I hope, every month you can find at least one reason to be grateful to God. And you can do a life audit using the wheel of life. So you're basically scaling your life in these various areas from 1 to 10. And that overview can help you see on the whole, this is where I am at in 2024. This is how I want to move forward. And then the final thing you want to do before you plan, because we've not even got to the planning yet, is to clean up. Clean up your physical space. It's a time for a closet clean out. Change the layout of your room if you can. Clean up your digital space. So your gallery, your playlists, there are some songs that shouldn't be there, get them out. This is a time of the year people are like, I'm cutting you off, I'm cutting off this person. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about. But my pastor said this thing that I really like, and he said, we will be known for what we destroy as much as what we build. And so what are the habits that you are destroying and killing in yourself? The bad habits that you're destroying and killing yourself before the new year or as the new year begins? What are the things that you feel called to cut out of your life? I'm not going to tell you what those things are. That's between you and God when you enter the secret space. And so you make a list of things you are subtracting from your life. Usually when we're setting resolutions, always add and go. But what are we subtracting? What are we taking out? What are we cleaning out? Okay, so now we are now coming to plan. It is my year, it is our year. Now we have gone into the secret place, we have reflected, we have cleaned up, and we are coming to plan for 2020. Whether you like to write this down in an actual planner or perhaps you like to use a digital planner. If digital planning sounds more like your thing, I highly recommend the app Notion. That is where I control my entire life. I have a template that I will link down below that contains a monthly planner, a yearly planner, a weekly planner, and different pages just to control your entire life. It's basically a second brain system, and it's going for $3.5. That's around 55 Ghana cedis, so that's very much a steal considering how much Notion templates go for. And it's simple. That's the kicker, because I don't like to do too much. But all these things apply whether you're using a physical planner or a digital one, whatever you decide. One, you want to have a vision statement for the year. This sounds very woo-woo, but you want to focus on who you want to be rather than what you want to achieve. Second thing you want to do, and this is very important, limit your goals, your most important goals, to 3 or 5. Three only for the whole 365 days, I know. but 5 if you must. Okay, if you must. And these are the benchmarks that if I have achieved these 3 or 5 things, that is what has made this, would have made it a successful year. Even if I don't do all the habits, even if I don't do all the 100 other things I want to achieve, these 3 to 5 things would have marked a successful year. You want to keep it short and concise, because otherwise you're spread out in all different directions, and that's not what we're trying to do in 2025. Next thing you want to do is break your goals into categories. So you have the 3 broad ones, and then we're breaking it down, we're narrowing it down. Work, academic, creative projects, personal life, faith, health, personal development, finance. Break them down into like 6 to 8 categories, and then you can set your goals under. So now you're going to take each category and you're going to have like 3 to 5 major goals. Now, how are we going to achieve the goals? Because every year we write down these lists and we don't do anything. You break down every goal with the habits. Every goal has an attached habit. So for instance, health and fitness. What is the goal? I want to weigh X amount. What is the habit? I will work out X amount of times every week. Because goals are not lofty, abstract ideas. We get there by our 1% habits. Like it says in the Holy Grail of all productivity books, Atomic Habits. And then, now, I know what you wanted to do. I know when you say plan for the year, I know what you're going to do. I can't open Pinterest and do your vision board. Relax. After you've done all of this and you've prayed and you've now broken your goals into categories, now, my dear, you can make your vision board. Okay, you can go ahead. So you could make it a whole thing and make it a physical thing, or you could do it digitally. This year, I think I'm going to print that out. So just what you want to be in the year, use images that represent that, and then put them on the vision board in the words, in the Bible verses. People like to call it a vision board. People like to call it a prayer board. For me, if it's my vision, I've submitted that vision to God in prayer. So it's also a prayer board. It's the same. So the point is, don't just do it, pray about it. After you've done all this, you also want to break down your goals into quarters. I find that this is the kicker for me that helps not be too burnt out throughout the year. We all want work-life balance, right? But we can't focus on all goals at the same time. And so if we know that this major goal, my deadline for meeting it is in the first quarter, and this other goal, my deadline for meeting it is in the second quarter, that helps you know that, okay, if in this season I'm spending a lot of my time with my friends and I'm chilling, it's because this is what is in priority for the year. But if in this season I'm not spending that much time and I'm working, I knew it was coming because there's a quarter of more work, right? My final tip for the plan phase is just like an extra tip to avoid burnouts, because it's an epidemic. We're in a burnout pandemic. I don't even. Yeah, I am all too familiar with it, right? Is to schedule joy ahead of time. As you're adding all these things that you would like to do every quarter, make sure there's something you look forward to. It could be a trip with your girls, which I'm so looking forward to. It could be a vacation, an anniversary, a fun thing. It doesn't always have to be travel, but something fun. Make sure that that is also in your goals for the year. Okay, so now, after you have written down the plan, what should you do? Should you put it in a corner and go and say, now this is my year, I'm going new? Here's how you move from goals to accomplishments. Here's how you move the vision into a testimony that you can speak about and say, yes, God did. So the first thing is to pray about it. You have a vision board, you have a plan, pray. Because first you went into prayer to submit to God to give you a word. Now you've heard the word and you've made plans, and now you take those plans back to him and you say, Igwe, this is how far you have brought me. This is what I'm doing. And the most important thing is to have a spirit of surrender. That's God, this is what you said in January. But if something changes by March and you say I should do something else, I am changing. So you are flexible. But that flexibility is not because of procrastination. It's not because of laziness. That flexibility is because you know that many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the will of God that is accomplished at the end of the day. Another thing that is going to make the key difference and make this year different from all your years before is to start before 2025. This video is going up sometime in December. If you want to start working out in 2025, pay for the gym membership right now. Pause this video, go pay, come back. If you want to read your Bible more, sign up for the YouVersion plan, Bible in a year, right now. Start reading it in December. At the end of the day, even though this video is great and we're resetting for 2025, Our God is not, he stands outside of time. He's not limited. And so anything that you want him to bless, he's not waiting for you to start on January 1st for him to bless. He can bless us right now. On a random Tuesday, on a random Wednesday, whenever it is, he can bless that. So start before the time. Just lay it out. We want to wake up on January 1st, not be like, oh my gosh, I have to do all of these things to be perfect. But easing into a state that is now natural, a system that is getting natural for you. Visualization and constantly revisiting. What does this look like? So the vision board is there. It's not just something you've created pretty on Pinterest or on Canva, or you want to put it on your wallpaper, in your bedroom, on top, on the wall there, everywhere. Plaster it. Constantly remind yourself every time you wake up. And how many times you turn on your phone in a day? And tell me what would have happened if your goals were on your phone. Every time you open it, you have to be reminded of it. You remember. These are like subliminal, subconscious cues that we're given our mind, and you want to revisit. So I think a whole separate video can be done later about revisiting your goals quarterly or as frequently as you feel the spirit leads you to. This is important again because we are flexible, because we move with the spirit. The next thing you want to do is to give yourself deadlines. You have these quarterly goals, put that in your Google Calendar right now, today, before the new year starts, because you want to have something to work towards. You don't just want to set the goal and then have some arbitrary dates that maybe I will achieve. That's how you enter December if not done anything. Put it in the calendar. When you hit that month, you will know that you told yourself you will do it. Finally, accountability. Obviously, the most important thing is that you're submitted to God. So your accountability has to be people who are also submitted to God, who can sense, this goal is not really in alignment. People who will pray with you, people who will help you, right? It doesn't need to be a lot of people, and you don't have to tell all your goals to one person. But again, if you were in the secret space, God will tell you, this goal, this your auntie, she can help you. Go and ask her for advice. Oh, this thing that you want to do, this your brother, he has already done this before. Go and ask him. Okay, so we've broken down our 2025 goals and before, how we should plan, and after, and we are ready to rumble. If you found this content helpful, smash that subscribe button. I always want to say that. If you found this helpful, subscribe to see more content on blends, faith, studying, productivity, lifestyle, and comment below what kind of videos you want to see more of. And obviously, the thing that will make the year different is not just you watching this video to the end, actually acting upon everything. And so I am praying that God will give you not just the will, but the vim, the chusma, the vim to actually work it out. So next time, shalom friends, bye.